Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so I'm on a roll here. I'm doing a lot of these journal with me sessions in my Hobonichi Techo. I have it housed in the natural leather notebook cover from the Superior Labor. Okay, so I am just kind of playing catch up in this video, and I don't have one particular spread that I work on. I just end up flipping through the pages and see if I can add things here and there. This one that I am sticking down, I received some happy mail, and just the card that she made was so sweet. And also I ripped off the items from the envelope that it was in because I thought it was very cute, and so I've decided to stick that directly into the Hobonichi. I was thinking of maybe removing the backing because it was a little bit too thick, but it started splitting, so I just left it as is. And yeah, I'm tipping things in so that it's not covering anything. And this happens often where I don't fully finish a spread. I'll do, like in the previous video, the 6-minute video, where I just doodled for the first 5 minutes or so, and then I didn't have enough time to actually complete the journal spread. I didn't have the time to take out my watercolors and do my actual writing part of the journal process. So that happens often. I'll just have maybe a quiet 10 minutes before I have to get my kids, or maybe it's a quiet 5 minutes in the morning with my coffee. I'll just do what I can in the journal that I have, and whenever I do have a good chunk of time, maybe 30 minutes or so, sometimes I will cut my lunch break short, and I'd rather work in my journal, so I will cut my lunch break short and do a sit down of like maybe half an hour and just catch up on my pages. This spread, I decided to look through the ephemera pieces from like a scrapbooking type of package, and yeah, I decided to use that as the background. And because the scrapbooking items are on cardstock, it's a little bit thicker. I decided to peel off one of the layers on the back and add that in. Of course, I'm just adding some washi tape to tip the other bit inside. There was a lot of questions about the tracing paper from the flip through video. If you haven't seen the journal flip through, like the completed journal flip through, I will leave a card or a link down below. But a lot of people asked about the tracing paper and how I print on the tracing paper. I will also leave a link to that video because I did do like a mini tutorial on it, and I shared with you some things that I do to print on the tracing paper. So I guess a snapshot or like a Coles Notes version is I get the tracing paper package from Daiso, which is like a dollar store here in Japan. There's 20 sheets in one pack, and I cut the tracing paper a little bit smaller than the standard printer paper, and then I will adhere it on the edges. I will apply the tape runner along the edge so that when the tracing paper runs through the printer, it doesn't get stuck. I just want to give you the disclaimer that please be careful with the tracing paper because it might get stuck into your printer. So yeah, but I do adhere the edges of the tracing paper, and that's why I cut it smaller than the actual size of the copy paper. I hope I'm making sense. But anyways, I will leave the link to that down below. And yeah, this spread, my friend, or we received some tickets to Tokyo Disneyland. They were not able to go, and oh gosh, we were so happy. Of course, how can you say no to the Tokyo Disneyland tickets? And we were very, very thankful for this chance. It was difficult because the forecast said rain, and of course it rained, And so it's like, do you go in the rain and just hope to see if there's another day that we can go, or maybe there's, you know, like sometimes it's harder to find the tickets. I think lately it's not so bad, but in the past it was very difficult to obtain the Tokyo Disneyland tickets because they restricted the amount of customers. But I think now it's a little bit okay. But we just decided to go anyways, even though the forecast had rain. And so we got rained on in the first half of the day, and it was okay. It was a little, of course it's wet, and the kids were a little bit grumpy because of that. But overall it was all right. After we had our lunch, we were able to, yeah, enjoy the day. The rain stopped, and it was a really nice evening. It's very damp. It was very damp and cold though because of the rain. But of course, it's Disneyland. Can't really be. It's always going to be a happy place. But yeah, so we had a lot of fun being able to visit Tokyo Disneyland, and near the end of the night, just to close it off, we actually stayed for the fireworks. We've never done this before. They had the fireworks, and we were watching it right beside the Cinderella's castle, or the magical castle. Yeah, and we usually, sometimes we are able to catch the fireworks, and sometimes we're in line for a ride or something, but a lot of the times we are never able to watch it right beside like the Cinderella's castle, so it was a really nice way to finish the evening. We were also able to ride on one of the newer rides, the Beauty and the Beast ride. I think throughout the whole day the wait line was over an hour and a half, like over 90 minutes, but near the end of the day it was only about 45 minutes. It's still a long wait, but compared to an hour and a half. And there's just so much going on while you wait for Beauty and the Beast. There's a lot of things to see. It's not just a simple lineup. And so for us, it didn't feel like such a long wait. But I'm so thankful that Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea are within driving distance. And I'm very thankful that we were able to get the free ticket for the Disneyland. Just such a wonderful opportunity to visit. I know not everybody is into Disney, and to be honest, I was not into Disney myself until I had kids. I did visit Disney World in Florida, but yeah, I was not really into it before having kids. And then this spread here, I think this is probably the last spread I work on in this video. My son, he's reading like the Japanese version of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I don't know what it's called. I don't remember exactly the name, but it's definitely the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and he was, I guess, copying one of the images from there, and he just kind of said, "Mommy, I drew this for you," and it's such a cute little character. And so he did a couple of these funny drawings, and so I wanted to stick them in my Hobonichi and just remember this moment. I've told him before, like, I think he has I really like his artistic ways and this selection of colors, and yeah, he has to do a lot of art for his school, and every time he brings home his project, I'm just in awe of the way he chooses his certain colorways and things. But I didn't have enough time to film this part of the journal session, so I decided to leave it for the next day, or like for the next journal time. But here is just a close-up of the things that we added, or the things that I've added to the Hobonichi. I really liked how everything kind of came together, and like I said, I don't really sit down and work on one journal spread at a time. And sometimes I do, like the Disney one that we did together here today. But a lot of the times I will start one page, and then I will finish it off, and then I will go to another page and finish that off. So I guess it all depends on the day. Okay, I think that's it for now. I am so thankful that you are here. Thank you always so much for your support and for your lovely, lovely comments. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.